Pour the cup. Let's talk health.
Right here at the table where the good talk start. We're feeding your mind and strengthening your heart. From doctors to wellness and the choices we make. Giving you the knowledge everybody should take. Hey. Your healthy Java. Bringing you the info you need to get healthy, stay healthy, and make your life strong and believe. Your healthy Java. Health in every cup. Mind and body conversations that lift the whole community up. Stay healthy.
Pour the cup. Let's talk health.
Right here at the table where the good talk start. We're feeding your mind and strengthening your heart. From doctors to wellness and the choices we make. Giving you the knowledge everybody should take. Hey. Your healthy Java. Bringing you the info you need to get healthy, stay healthy, and make your life strong and believe. Your healthy Java. Health in every cup. Mind and body conversations that lift the whole community up. Stay healthy.
Pour the cup. Let's talk health.
Right here at the table where the good talk start. We're feeding your mind and strengthening your heart. From doctors to wellness and the choices we make. Giving you the knowledge everybody should take. Hey. Your healthy Java. Bringing you the info you need to get healthy, stay healthy, and make your life strong and believe. Your healthy Java. Health in every cup. Mind and body conversations that lift the whole community up. Stay healthy.
Pour the cup.
Yeah.
Let's talk health.
Yeah. Yeah. It's percolating. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning to the people on Facebook. Good morning to the people on IG. Good morning to the people on the YouTube. Good morning to the people on LinkedIn and Twitter too.
Java.
Percolating.
Get a vibe, stay ready.
Truth in the cup, keep it strong, keep it steady.
Pull up a chair, yeah. Take a sip with me.
Good morning, good people. Java with Jimmy. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, the love percolating.
Percolating. Java with Jimmy. Good morning.
That morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, the love.
Percolating.
Yeah.
Java with Jimmy. Good morning.
That morning.
Percolating.
Yeah, we in it.
Yeah, we in it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Java with Jimmy.
Percolating.
Yeah, we in it.
Yeah, we in it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Java with Jimmy.
Java Cafe, Java fam.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Monday. I need some more light. Hold on. That better? It'll do. Now it looks like Rainbow Bright. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We were off-site the end of last week at GBH on Thursday, and so y'all know when I come back, I got to make sure. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? I sound like Mr. Brown. No one's saying they can't hear me, so I think we're good. Again, good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, May 11th, 2026. And I want to say a belated happy Mother's Day to anyone that I forgot to text or I didn't even post yesterday outside of taking Mama Java out. But good morning again and happy Mother's Day to everybody. Welcome to the Java Cafe this morning. What I'm going to do, as I usually do, ask you to make sure that you like and subscribe across all platforms, Facebook, Twitter, oh, X not as much, Facebook, James W. Hills, also Java with Jimmy, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Listen, there's a few things to check in on this morning. One of the things that is very interesting, and I'm going to end out with Mother's Day. Well, actually, let me talk about that first. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Anyone that I missed yesterday, I apologize. Blame it on my head and not my heart. But Mother's Day and Father's Day, I literally go through my phone and like I was going back to texts from last year, just telling the mothers happy Mother's Day. But I had the opportunity yesterday to step out with Mama Java to Uptown Social. Shout out to Nia Grace. And actually it was 3 years ago today, I believe, or 2 years ago today, or 3 years, that she opened a Grace by Nia on the Seaport. Yesterday was the first brunch at Uptown Social, and I got to take Mama Java there. It was nice. She had a good time. It was, I'm usually there chilling. And so it was interesting being there. First time that I sat at a table. I'm usually at the bar right in the little corner. And it was just a great time. Shout out to Valerie Stevens, who was the featured guest yesterday. My mother heard her outside and she was like, that sounds like a movie. I was thinking Color Purple or something like that, the old jazz club movies. But shout out to Val Stevens, who was the guest yesterday. The food, if it wasn't for Shane, well, I'll show you all. Well, I posted it. Go to my page and you'll see it. We had oysters. Mama Java had the donuts. And let me tell you all about those donuts. They're not of God in no way, shape, or form. They're light, they're sweet, but still like enough to chew on. The glaze was thick that they had over them. Pause. And it was the donuts were very good. Then Ma had the shrimp and grits. I had oysters. Ma had oysters too, deviled eggs with fried oysters on top. And then they had a black bass crudo. Crudo is basically a form of fish that is cooked in, it's like ceviche. It's cooked in citrus juice and has different flavors. And that one yesterday had onions and I think pimento seeds and it was good. It was good. So again, Ma, love you. Glad to take you out yesterday. Few things we're going to check in on. Toward the end, we're going to check in on our mental health. We're also going to check in and remind everybody. Now listen, I closed registration for the purpose of getting ready to know how many numbers we have to order food on both ends, registration for the attendees and registration for the vendors. So I know how many tables to order, how many chairs to have. And I closed the registration last week. And I got a few texts, a couple of phone calls. Newt texted me or emailed me, actually, because we were on email about something, and was like, you need to open registration. So registration is open. I'm going to put that back up. And you all do me a favor. I'm going to deputize the 9 people that are on Facebook and the one person that's over on Instagram. Good morning to Ari. Good morning to Miss Make Me Darker, and good morning to Sincerely Yours as well over on Instagram. But do me a favor, make sure today that you share the link and invite others to come out and get the information that you need to get and stay healthy. I am going to put the link in the comments again right now. So it is hyperlinked over there, and share that link with folks. Naraki, hopefully you're coming into town and see us at the health fair. We're going to go into the Java Cafe in just a second and make sure that, and let me just put it on the Facebook side as well, and make sure that the link is there. Hold on for 1 second. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. All right. For those of you that are watching on James W. Hills, the link to the registration is on Java with Jimmy. YouTube, it's a different story. Twitter, a different story. But all right, let's go into the Java Cafe and say hello before we get into a couple of topics. One topic we'll talk about, of course, today is Mental Health Monday. We'll check in on our mental health toward the end. Right before that, we're going to talk about particularly men and mental health. This weekend, or I believe going into the weekend, were the funeral services for the 8 young people that were killed, I believe, the week before last. And I saw an image of the service, and I immediately thought of men not dealing with mental health. There, in the past few incidents, these are domestic related situations where women and children have been killed. Can't believe it. I've been trying not to say the word, but we're going to talk about that as well. And we're going to talk about, unfortunately, locally, violence is very active here in the city of Boston. Yesterday on Mother's Day, there was a shooting, and I believe someone lost their life yesterday as well. And so, you know, summer's coming. The economy's interesting. These are the things that I mention every now and then just to keep us aware. So we're going to talk about that in just a few moments, but let's go into Java Cafe and say good morning. Mama Java, of course, is the first one over in the Facebook section of the Java Cafe. Michelle D. Smith, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room this morning. Nicole Campbell, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Sister Debbie, a special belated happy Mother's Day to the entire Mother's Board, but to you. Also, Milton, my brother, what's up, sir? Good to see you. Your name came up. Yeah, I think you and Mom would Mom was supposed to be out, and she was texting. I think she was texting or saying thank you for saying happy Mother's Day to her. But Brother Milton, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room this morning. Nakia, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Dina, good morning. Good to see you in the room. I will text you after. No, I have some directions coming out. Shout out to Dina and also Miss T that are going to volunteer to do the registration and check-in at the health fair. But Dina, I have a write-up that is coming. Also, who is in here on the Facebook side this morning? Donna Janke is in the room this morning. Good to see you in the room this morning. Hopefully, I will see you on Saturday. Milton said, May James, just hush it up. Pastor Sharon Cornelius, good morning. Happy belated Mother's Day to you. I got to save your number, Sharon. It's in my phone, but I have to save it because I forgot to text you yesterday. Happy Mother's Day, Sharon. Good to see you in the room as always. Milagro, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room this morning. Hopefully, I will get to see you on Saturday as well. Naraki, again, good morning, beautiful. Good to see you in the room. Dina, thank you so much for putting the link in the comments. Also, Cliff, good morning, sir. Good to see you in the room this morning. And also, I sent a message yesterday, but happy Mother's Day to my sister as well. And also, who else is over here? Dot Bowers, good morning. Good to see you in the room this morning. Also, Mika, good morning. Good to see you. Oh, Mika, I will, thank you. Mika, I'm almost back to where I was when you used to volunteer, when I had a couple of people helping and the Davis system was just about to come on. Forgive me. But yes, please plan on volunteering. I do have a volunteer link just so we know how many. So I will share that. If anyone else is interested in volunteering, hi, Charlotte. If anyone else is interested in volunteering on Saturday, please, I'll post that link. But Mika, if you could plan on being there Let me get in and get set up and get ready for you. If you could plan on, if possibly, being there at 9:30 on the early end, what we usually do for the volunteers is set up, split the event time, and then breakdown. And so I'll let you know about that and put that link together. Donna, yes. And I thought about that. But yes, just go old school. Keep her covered. It's a health fair. But please, Donna, you have to be in the room. Bring the kids, and I'll have an extra puzzle. That's just a joke between Donna and I. But I thought I saw something flying around here. Donna, yes, all ages are allowed. Let me just put this out there as well. 18 and over are the only people that are eligible for any raffles, for the $1,000, for the other raffles, all of that. Everybody has to register. If you're not carrying and that person has a cell phone number and an email address, they need to register. So I just wanted to put that out there. Pam, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Good to see you as always. Hopefully you're coming out Saturday. Please feel free to share the health fair information with your network, especially parents. I have been targeting a couple of organizations that serve young people to make sure that their parents know about the health fair. Listen, we're giving I've Jesus. I will just say that making health information with incentives available to our community are a benefit to our community, and sharing that information helps our community better than some other things. Did I do well there? I think I did. So my point is, we really want to make sure that folks have the information. You all know that this was the hardest year to hustle, to make sure that we, one, are sticking to the $5,000 to celebrate 5 years. But, food and y'all know I'm honest. Our sponsorship level is down $10,000 than what it usually is for the health fair. And so, and 5 of that, well, I might as well say 15, 14, because we gave out 1,000 last year. But my point is here, please invite others to come to make sure that the registration is doing pretty good. It looks a lot better than what it's looked in past years. And this is pre-registration. This isn't counting the folks that show up. And so my goal is to get the community the health information it needs to get and stay healthy. So please share that information. I'm deputizing, as I was getting ready to say earlier, Java with Jimmy, your Healthy Java ambassadors. Today at 12 noon, I need all of you to go to either one of my pages, find the post with the link and the flyer, and share it. Okay? That's it for that. All right. I had a couple of other things in mind. I think I'm caught up on the Facebook side of the Java Cafe. Donna is saying, Mikey took my raffles away. See you all Saturday. Tay, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Sister Debbie said, thank you, James. I showed Deidre your new eatery spot in our neighborhood on the way home yesterday. Absolutely. Uptown, Sister Debbie, you got to go. It's good. It's really, really good. I'll just say I've racked up a few points through the booking client that Uptown uses called Open Table. So I've been there a few times, and it's supporting a Black-owned business, a woman Black-owned business. So Sister Debbie, thank you for raising that. Okay. Let's it's Mental Health Monday, so let's begin that conversation. It's nothing new to this space, but I wanted to raise it again based on the image I saw. I won't show it on here. But this morning I got up and I was scrolling and I saw an image of the funeral with the young people who were killed. And I'll make this not so much quick to skip over it, but last week we talked about this and domestic violence I believe it was the week before. To our brothers that may watch this in the afterwatch, or to the women that know and love them and support them, it is imperative, if you have, and even without any indication of them going through it, just sometimes being aware of their life circumstances, just take a second and send a text and say, hey, check it in. How are you? A lot of people, I have the consistent people that tell me to eat, that tell me to drink. I got my inner circle. But every once in a while, I'll get a random, hey, just checking on you. Keep doing what you're doing. We see you. You all do not know the mental health impact of having the randomness, respectfully, the randomness of someone saying that you crossed their mind and you sent a text. I try, I'm not as good as I used to be. But when people cross my mind, I definitely send a text and say, hey, you crossed my mind, just checking on you. Everyone is dealing with a lot, men, women, children. And I want to thank Carlos for bringing up the point that when we talk about certain issues, let's not further divide us as a people, and be real about the data of the impact. My point here is that based on these last few incidents in the media that have caught national attention around children and women no longer being with us in life, with circumstances around domestic issues, and a couple that included visitation, father access to their children. That's why I'm talking about the importance of just checking in on your brothers, on your nephews, on your boys. If you know that Pookie got a baby mama situation, and though Pookie may have not always been the best, where there are times where Pookie is doing well, got to credit that. But just the randomness sometimes of checking in. And I will also say and end this part here, that 988 is a number that is available to everyone. It is a suicide prevention line. And I'll say this, it can also be a homicide prevention line. If you were at a point of just wit's end and just there, reach out and talk to someone. I'm talking about it again because this is an issue that is active in our community. And that, listen, I don't care who doesn't like it. Well, so my point is, we have to, it's time for some new headphones. We have to really check in on our brothers. All right. So please be sure to do that. In speaking of that, and this will sort of end us to some extent on a good note, I want to celebrate the good brothers that joined me. And it didn't come up particularly, but it was amazing to see brothers who have been through some things that have been very that have had a positive impact on community, though they've been through some things. And so I want to shout out Brother Conan. And if you missed it on Thursday, you all found out the situation that caused Brother Conan, that I often tease him about and say it in his voice, we belong everywhere. Conan told us where that statement and realization for him came from. And on a side note, Uncle Thaddeus called me and said, good show. And Uncle Thaddeus was there when that situation happened. And to hear him talk about how Conan developed We Belong Everywhere, one of these days when I have both of them on, I'm going to have them talk about it because it will definitely make you smile and laugh. But I want to thank Brother Conan in also talking about our men dealing with issues. I have to big up brother Joey Bennett and Yard Time, that was one of my guests on Thursday as well. Actually, tonight, I believe maybe the last night for the bowling league. I heard over the weekend that, shout out to brother. Well, there's some people that helped ensure that brother Joey continues more of the bowling for the brothers. And I was there last week, and we have some interviews dropping, and it was definitely an experience. But I want to thank brother Joey for his contribution to our show last week. And certainly last but not least, and if you all noticed, I was a little extra protective of my brother Jamal Wernham, because Jamal is a behind the scenes guy. Joey and Conan have been on GBH before. And so I was like, yo, Jamal's sitting right here. And I will just say that there was a point in that interview where Jamal leaned back and went like this. And I said, oh, he's good. He's good. Jamal is a brother that works with One Love Sports Academy that has a few events coming up. And I'll make sure I've shared a couple of them, but I'll be intentional about sharing them as well on my page. I just want to thank those good brothers, as we are real about what brothers are dealing with and what sisters are dealing with as well. I need to celebrate those three brothers that came and made that episode a great, great episode. Dina, I was trying to end on a good note, but I just posted about this morning, and this is a public health driven platform. Dina made a comment, and I actually put a post up this morning and some other comments I'm going to go to before we get ready to wrap up this morning. Dina is reminding us, just listening to the live update on the hantavirus, patients from the ship are now in Nebraska. They have a 42-day monitor. They have a 42-day monitoring period, but can choose to do that at home depending on living arrangements after a thorough examination and testing. 2 patients are in an Atlanta hospital. So tomorrow's Tuesday. Tomorrow is the second Tuesday. So I think I'm good as far as your healthy Java, but we're going to talk more about this. Dina is also sharing that they can only go home to finish the 42-day period if they can ensure constant testing, etc. I just don't have a feeling that whoever goes home to finish their quarantine and are asymptomatic, meaning no symptoms and not testing positive, will go out and later test positive, hence spreading the virus. I needed to do that to not immediately respond. And what I mean by that is, you all know that I attempt to keep us aware, but not fearmonger and not doom and gloom this platform. This platform started in the context of preparing our community, Black and brown people, to, what we saw exacerbated during COVID-19, the coronavirus, whatever you want to call it, the vid. At that time, we had an administration that at least did not come in and castrate the science, remove us at that time from the World Health Organization, and have sensible, clinical, experienced public health professionals at the lead around a public health issue like the hantavirus. I'll sum it up like this and say, pay attention. I still got mask. I've ordered sanitizer to give out on Saturday. Still have sanitizer. Everyone, I can tell this morning that between allergies, to be honest, and also when I am out 2 or 3 days consecutively in big crowds, I get a little anxious because I'm like, the possibility of catching something is great. Thaddeus told me, I think my mother had mentioned it a few weeks ago, when you're out like that, wear your mask. My point for the past 2 minutes, thanks to Good Trouble, Java, Dina, we're going to pay attention to this. I am going to reach out to Dr. Lee to see if he can get an infectious disease doctor or even the health commission, if we can get an infectious disease doctor to come and give us as a community a 2-minute briefing on what is going on. And so it is imperative that we pay attention to this, okay? To Sharon Cornelius's point, it has the potential to be. It has the potential to be. So Dana's also saying typically involves close contact and only when symptoms are present. Keyword is typically, not always or only. So similar to COVID, and I've read up on this a little bit, this is a virus that typically is not active in humans unless you are in touch with the urine, the feces, or get bit by the rat or mouse or like that. And so somewhere along the line, this thing has mutated. So, and currently, the World Health Organization, put out some information last week. And I actually, Dina, I don't know if you saw it and that's what sparked you posting this, or just, aware because you're a public health buff like I am. Early, intensive, and supportive care by trained health workers makes a real difference in saving lives. This is the thing that's interesting. There is no licensed specific antiviral treatment or vaccine for hantavirus infection. They can treat the symptoms. And here we go with the language that we employed a few years ago. If you have comorbidities, does this exacerbate those? We'll have some more information on this in the coming weeks. Charlotte, it's not about doom and gloom. It's about being armed and equipped with information. Charlotte, thank you. I appreciate that. Karen Cornelius, that if you know Sharon, you can see her saying this. That is what it's going to be probably called. And I know you understand the seriousness of it, but this is an example of folks that may not understand the seriousness of it and take it lightly. I ain't in contact with no rats and none of that. If you keep your house clean and you ain't gonna. They are telling people to incubate, not incubate. What's the word? Isolate for 42 days. COVID wasn't 42 days. So if they're telling you to isolate, that means that it can what? In close contact, to Dina said, and be passed. So go to my page, James W. Hills. I posted the 5 slides from the World Health Organization. The sun is coming out. Jesus Lord, I'm already bright as it is. All right, Dina, thank you. She is listening to the updates right now. So this is in real time information that we're getting from Dina, as well as what I read from the WHO. Michelle D. Smith is sharing, yes, when you know that you'll be in highly populated public spaces, be prepared to wear a mask. Since COVID-19, I always carry 2 or 3 cloth masks with me at all times outside of my residence. And that is wise, especially for our seniors. This is a heavy populated senior platform. So, Dina, later when we text, remind me to ask the Health Commission for masks. We'll give out masks on Saturday just to be prepared. All right. I believe that is it for me today. I am sorry to the folks over on Instagram, the folks that joined. Big Head Kev, good morning. Mama Java, she jumped over there. DJ J Dex, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Kurt Foston jumped on for a second. Larry Robinson jumped on as well. Thank all of you that joined over on Instagram. Good to have you here. Again, folks, one of the pillars of this platform is sharing public health information. And when we started that in October of 2021, a year later, to celebrate that, we formed at that time, just the Your Healthy Java Health Fair. The next year, I decided to name it after Dr. Joseph R. Betancourt, who was the major partner and funder during his time in the DEI focus position there at Massachusetts General Hospital. Since then, he and Dr. Rick Lee, for whom we have named an award that we will award on Saturday, we named the health fair after Dr. Betancourt. And so for 23, 24, 25, and now this year, 26, Saturday, May 16th, 11 to 3, make sure you go and pre-register. Again, pre-registration automatically enters you into a pre-registration, and being one of the first 50 people that show up, you're automatic. I'm going to draw a couple of times, maybe not just one, maybe two, maybe three, maybe five. I got a little note from Dr. Betancourt last week that he's going to, as he does, always does since day one, supported the health fair. So I might pull a little bit out of that and give, look over here. I might pull a little bit off of that. My point is that if you are pre-registered in one of the first 50, you are automatically entered to have a possibility 1 to 5 times of getting a $100 gift card, or maybe even cash. I might even do cash for folks, or I might do the gift card Stop and Shop to make sure. Anyway, that's no judgment call. The other part I wanted to clarify, everybody that has an email address and a phone number and a cell phone has to register. The only people that are eligible for raffles are 18 and over. And to be eligible for the $1,000 draws, raffles, you have to visit the vendors, the healthcare providers that will be there. They will put a indication on your healthcare passport that I got to order today. They will put an indication on your healthcare passport. And from there, you will go and get a raffle ticket, and 5 times on Saturday. And the thing is, you don't know when I'm going to do the $1,000 raffles. I've split it up in my head a little bit, but you don't know. So as soon as you can get there, and as soon as you can go see the vendors, and as soon as there are enough people with some raffle tickets, I'm going to raffle off the first $1,000. The other thing I need to say is that 2:15 is the very last. Actually, I should make it 2 o'clock because y'all know we start cleaning up at 2:30. 2 o'clock is the very last time you can come and register. That gives you enough time to go see the healthcare providers. That gives enough time for your raffle ticket to make it in. And we will do our, and I will tell you this about the drawings. Last drawing will be about 2:30. I'll tell you that. The other 4, I don't know. So there's the clarity on everything. 12 o'clock today, everybody. I need you to go to my page and share one of the posts. Everybody that's in here, all 17 of y'all, and the people that were on earlier, make sure you, and the people that come and watch after, at 12 o'clock, please go to my page, share the post with the link as well as the flyer, and invite others to be a part to get the information that they need. Dina is saying, I don't know if this is in reference to the hantavirus. Basically, they are figuring this out as they go, similar to COVID, and they have no protocols, but various health officials and agencies working together. And speaking of, and I haven't promoted it as much because we don't have the opportunity to let him be free. One, because it's a health fair. 2, because it's a health fair. I've had to go to Jeff over the years many times, and Jeff has been our DJ since day one, and just about everything. Jeff, I've had to go to him a few times and say, Brother Jeff, healthcare providers have asked me to ask you, can you turn the music down so they can talk at the tables? And so, Brother Jeff, I thank you for being a part of this. Please spread the word. Brother Jeff is going to be he's our resident in-house DJ anyway in the Java Cafe, whether after dark. If you all missed him in October at the Museum of Science, y'all know how many people came up to me and was like, yo, you ain't never let Jeff loose like that before. I didn't know he did that. And Aaron and them have seen him at other events and like, Jeff, we didn't know. Jeff works within the not strict, but I sometimes and he feels and knows that brother can fill a room and get it shifted, but he also knows that the health fair some of the daytime stuff, you can't really totally drop it like it's hot and, all that other stuff. But all that to say, it's good to see you in the room, brother. Please tell the wife, your family, and others to please come out and have the opportunity. The wife, Jeff, your wife can register but Jeff, you're not eligible. But if your wife wins, because Jeff is a part of the team. And again, to my family and other people, y'all know the rules. You're not eligible for the $1,000. Dina's giving one more update. 2 people in Atlanta are in a biocontainment. Jesus, Lord, today. 2 people in Atlanta are in a biocontainment unit. One is asymptomatic, meaning no symptoms. The other has symptoms. They separated them out, so Nebraska has room if any of the 16 others need more care. There's nothing to play with, y'all. We'll keep you updated. We'll do our best to have an update on this on Saturday. All right, it is 10:42 to the Union Capital members. Thank you all for being here. You all get an hour today. To everyone else that is a part of the Java family, don't forget others. Invite folks to the health fair. You are the Your Healthy Java ambassadors today at 12 noon. Please go to my page and share the flyer. Before I go, I have to shout out the good brother CTC Chicken. That's it. We call him CTC. That's his brand. He sent me a spicy bowl this weekend. It was amazing. But he has also partnered with us to make sure we get the word out. This brother has created his own flyer. My mother was like, who did that? That's cute. Where's it at? Shout out to that good brother. And also he did a whole video about it. And so shout out to him, one of our partners. The Real Boston Media as well is helping us get the word out. So please plan to go ahead and invite others. Be the Your Healthy Java ambassador today at 12 o'clock. We appreciate you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thursday. There will be no Java with Jimmy on Thursday. And I know I may do one Friday. Thursday, I have to support the Santos family. And so there will be no Java with Jimmy this Thursday. However, should I do one the day before the health fair? I'll let you know Wednesday, but definitely no Java with Jimmy on Thursday. Please, on Thursday, beginning at 10 a.m., please keep the Santos, the Winston, everybody related to Brother Benny Santos, Lakeisha, his son. Please keep them in your prayers as we bury Benny on Thursday morning. Okay. One more update from Dina. She is saying that the 42-day varies on the start. Day 1 is last known contact with someone who tested positive if you were testing negative. COVID all over again. She's also saying if they arrived yesterday and tested negative, then it's 42 days from yesterday. That is just interesting. All right. 12 o'clock, share the health fair. Keep your ears and eyes open around this hantavirus, and we'll have an update on at the health fair about it at latest. I will try to get an infectious disease person to come here and talk with us about it. All right. We'll talk to everybody tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Have a great day.